There are 22 cases of severe breathing illnesses that the Ohio Department of Health says are likely caused by vaping, and it's investigating 19 other cases. No other Ohio deaths have been recorded, but at least a dozen people nationwide have died, and e-cigarettes are being connected to that. State leaders are now noticing and calling for action, but those who buy or sell vaping products are worried about that attention. State House correspondent Joe Ingles reports.
Vaping has become popular in recent years, especially among teenagers, and so have the flavored liquids, flavors like cherry, chocolate, blueberry, and more, which are thought to appeal to kids. But adults say they like them too. William Baumgardner credits flavored vapors for helping him kick a 47-year smoking habit.
My vape is a worthless candy. I vape zero nicotine now. And it's like it's a vape. You put it into a tank, and it compresses and goes out. The secondhand vape is non-harmful to people.
I smoked for 23 years. I started at 13, and I quit in 2016 using blueberry.
Many people who were part of a rally against proposed flavored vaping bans say they have also quit smoking using flavored vapors. The Ohio Vapor Trade Association says banning flavors would shut down 650 stores in Ohio, since 85% of their sales of flavored e-cigarette products come from adults.
These bills will put us out of the business within probably, I would say, 3 weeks. But, enough to keep and sell what we have on the shelves.
But it's high school students like these who are in the minds of lawmakers these days.
Youth e-cigarette use has skyrocketed to what both the U.S. Surgeon General and the FDA have called, and I quote, epidemic levels, with more than 3.6 million middle and high school students now using e-cigarettes. The tobacco and vaping companies use, among other efforts, a simple marketing ploy to get kids addicted to their products. They lure kids with sweet flavors such as fruit, candy, chocolate, menthol, mint. They get them hooked on massive quantities of nicotine and then make it all seem cool on social media.
DeWine says there's been a 135% increase in vaping among high school students in 3 years, and it's making them sick. Doctors say some of the vapors kids are inhaling contain toxins, including mercury, arsenic, tin, lead, and diacetyl. And sometimes these flavors are mixed with THC, which is the compound in marijuana that produces a high, or other substances that are causing serious respiratory illnesses.
Breathing in oil, obviously your lungs were not made to breathe in oil, but it's like butter. When you aerosolize it, when you get that smell when you melt butter, that aerosol is going in your lungs. It's cooling to lung temperature again. It's basically hardening. So if you imagine butter hardening back in your lungs, that's what you're up against.
DeWine says the state will spend $3.3 million on a youth vaping prevention campaign. He wants public colleges and universities to ban smoking and vaping products. DeWine said he couldn't issue an executive order to ban flavored vapors like governors in some other states have done, so he's calling on the legislature to do it.
Our focus will remain on young people. That's where I think that we have a moral obligation. I think it's the responsible thing for us to do.
One lawmaker is already on it. Republican Representative Tom Patton has introduced 2 bills that would ban the sale of flavored vaping products. Those bills haven't yet had a hearing. But when they do, people who use the flavored vapors and those who sell them say they will testify against the legislation. Joe Ingles, State House News Bureau.